we're going to start off on BBC One and BBC iPlayer with a new drama series which starts with a double bill. It's called Mr Loverman, and here's a clip.
You is a homosexual, Barry. I ain't no homosexual. I am a Barry-sexual. They think they know me. Father of Donna and Maxine, husband of Carmel. What happened to us, Barry? 50 years, living a double life.
You are a cheat, Barry.
But not in the way that she think.
So this is going to drop as a box set on the iPlayer. On BBC One, you're going to get 2 episodes a week on a Monday night. It's adapted from the novel by Booker Prize-winning author Bernardine Evaristo. And I have to say, it's very, very good. So it stars Lennie James, who's been in things like Line of Duty. And he plays Barrington Jedediah Walker, also known as Barry. And he's a snappily dressed Antiguan-born pensioner who is living in Hackney. And he is married to Carmel, played by Sharon D. Clarke. But his big secret is that he's having an affair, and has been for a very long time, with his best friend Morris, played by Arion Bakari, who was in His Dark Materials. So yeah, that's the setup, and it flashes back in time. It goes all the way back to their sort of Antiguan childhoods, time periods in between, as we follow the sort of progress of the marriage, and Morris was married at one stage as well. And we also find out in different episodes, we find out the backstory of Carmel, and then Carmel also goes back to Antigua on her own. Then there's also there are 2 daughters. We find out a bit more about them. One of them is a single parent and has a son. So yeah, there's plenty going on. It's very much a domestic drama. There's lots of these great scenes around the kitchen table in the Walker household. And it touches on things like homophobia. I mean, it's really nicely played. It's really well written, well adapted. And you find that kind of your sympathies shift as the series progresses, because, you know, you start off feeling a bit sorry for Barry. His wife seems like a real nag and a real kind of very religious, and her friends are quite homophobic. But then as it continues and you find out more about kind of the promise he made to Morris, which he never fulfilled, and Morris feels trapped. Morris kind of wants to come out. Then you find out more about Carmel and what she's sort of given up to stay in this marriage. It's, I think it's really, really well done. A great adaptation of a fantastic book. So I would thoroughly recommend it. What did you think, Hannah?
Well, I hadn't read the book, but I kind of want to now, do it the other way around. But I think you're right. There are some big sort of topics here, aren't there, that are covered, and the kind of the homophobia surrounding his relationship is, you know, I suppose these days, although things are still not where they should be, that there's less of that. Right, I feel the sense that there is, and it's much more accepted, rightly so. So it sort of opens your eyes a bit on that front, and you know how difficult this path was, if you like. And I know what you mean. I quite often find this with series like this, where you start kind of feeling really you don't like someone, or even if you do like them, and it changes, through as it goes on, and this does happen, and it's so nuanced, because every time you sort of think, oh, you feel sorry for this person or that person, there's a reason why and isn't that always the case? There's a reason why someone generally behaves like they do, or they're unhappy, or it's not working. I think it's really I was interested immediately. You know, it captures you immediately, and I think it's a very good adaptation. So I haven't read the book in the first instance. So if you've read the book, it does fairly represent it. That I wouldn't know, but coming to it sort of completely like I have, I just thoroughly enjoyed what I've seen.